Have you experienced the Mandela Effect? In this episode, we'll go over a variety of Mandela effects being discussed online. When it comes to female icons of the silver screen, none are more recognizable or more glamorous than the one and only Marilyn Monroe. There have been multiple changes with the infamous symbol. I'll be going over 3 of them in this video. Many people recall her last name being Baker, but now it has changed to Mortensen.
Well, I just adore conversation, don't you?
Oh, certainly. Never in 1,000 years was her surname in the universe I was born Mortensen. I'm just going to say, I remember Norma Jean Baker, and that was before I looked up. And yes, all of it is just weird.
Always been Norma Jean Baker, Jean without the E. There even is a band called Norma Jean, based on a name. Never heard of the Mortensen version.
I am so freaked out right now. I am completely dumbfounded that she was not born Norma Jean Baker.
To many people, not only her last name has changed, but also her middle name, Jean. Many people recall Jean being spelled with an extra E at the end. I was able to find books with her name spelled both ways, with Jean and Jean without the extra E. I was able to find 2 films where Jean was spelled with 1 E, but the most eerie evidence is Marilyn Monroe's birth certificate, where we can see in this reality her last name is in fact Mortensen, and her middle name is spelled with 2 E's. Stick around to the end of the video where we'll discuss the most disturbing Mandela effect dealing with Marilyn Monroe.
Have you gained weight? Have you lost weight? I think I'm about the same. About the same. Yes.
Hey, since you are here, do the free things. This channel has a permanent warning for the 2nd episode of Attack of the Squid Girl and has had a strike in the past, so it is difficult to get new eyes on the content here. Support the channel by doing the free things, liking the video, subscribing to the channel, commenting and sharing the content with others helps out tremendously. Something is different with YouTube's algorithm, and content creators, especially small channels like this one, are the most affected. So please take a moment and do the free things. When looking at this color, what do you think of? Would you think of a big purple named Grimace? Or would you think of a creepy loving dinosaur named Barney? In the early 1990s, you couldn't escape Barney mania. This purple bastard was on everything, and the show's theme song is some of the most cancer-causing literature ever made.
I love you, you love me.
Man! Fuck, man! Man, that shit pissed me off, man.
But I digress. This Mandela effect has to do with the color of Barney. People believe the color of Barney has changed from a more plum color to a more violet.
Whoa! Oh, hi there!
When comparing images, it does look like the color has changed. But I also found the same occurrence happening with Grimace. Has the color purple changed in this reality? Do you recall plum or violet? Or should this Mandela effect be extinct?
Is this story based? Did you think this one was based? If you thought this one was based, is this story based?
When thinking of the Union Jack flag, I think of Davy Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. When looking at these flags, which one is correct? Many people recall the flag having red stripes down the center of the X white bars. But this reality has changed the flag now to don the red stripes at the top and bottom of the X bars. Here's the poll. Are you gobsmacked? Are we telling porkies?
Stop. Stop.
Yes, you have personality, but dogs have personality. the audition, if I'm being honest with you, was horrible.
Sunblock 5,000. See you by the pool.
This next Mandela Effect is heating things up. Do you remember the sun being more orange or yellow? If you do, you are not alone. Many people believe the sun is changing colors.
The sun is orange. I've colored.
I've never seen that.
Well, it's yellow, whatever.
I can confirm the feeling. I remember the sun being yellow when it was at its highest, and I remember being told that the sun wasn't yellow, but was actually white, and thought it looked yellow due to our atmosphere. Yet now it's completely white, and it blinds you much faster than it used to. Maybe something happens to our atmosphere.
I suspect the sun change is a mixture of things, but I wager the largest contributor is relative levels of air pollution.
About a year ago or so ago, my gram asked me to keep an eye on the sun because it was no longer yellow. I agree with her as it looks like a white lead light now.
All I know is it gets light very early now. I'm trying to sleep and 5 or 5:30 a.m. light is flooding my room. Pisses me off.
Does this Mandela Effect have you seeing red? Or are we just tanning your hide?
And then you have simulations all the way down.
He called us Twitch Thoughts.
The world's most famous blonde will produce her film The Sleeping Prince for Warner Brothers.
If I asked you where Marilyn Monroe's beauty mark was, where would you say? Many people would say her lip. More precisely, the left side of her upper lip.
Oh.
In some pictures, you are unable to see it, like the one used here. With a masked out beauty mark, I can move it anywhere. But in this reality, her beauty mark has moved to her left cheek. Is that what you recall? If so, let me explain why this Mandela Effect is so mind-blowing. If you are familiar with body modifications like cattle branding, eye tattooing, and cyborg implants, then you may know of the piercing the Monroe. If so, you would know it is located on the upper lip, which now matches the beauty mark of model Cindy Crawford and singer Madonna. But not Marilyn Monroe, because her beauty mark is on her left cheek. But of course, let me know what you make out of all of this down in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to send the like button to an alternate universe, and let me know down below if any of these Mandela Effects made you question your reality, and could we be living in a simulation? The next Mandela Effect has to do with the burnt psychopath hidden in our dreams. Many people recall Freddy Krueger's sweater having red and black stripes, but now the stripes have changed to red and green. When looking at collections of Freddy action figures, sometimes it does look like the color is black and not green.